Sí, normalmente tiene un poco más de actividad o temprano o en la tarde, porque durante un poco más en el...
One of the most recognizable symbols of the Galapagos is the giant land tortoise. This ancient reptile is deeply rooted to its native land and was even the inspiration for the island's name.
Galapagos, really, that name was directly given by the first Spaniards, navigators. But why that name? When they discovered the islands during the first landing, just behind of the beaches they found hundreds of moving rocks. Those rocks were the land tortoises. And they were thinking, okay, how can we call those strange moving rocks, no? And result that observing the form of the shell of the tortoises, they compare and they say, that one looks like my Galapagos. Galapagos in the Spanish word is a war helmet. And the land tortoises, especially the big ones, they have a perfect circular dome shell. In that case, we are the Galapagos Islands, or we are visiting the Helmet Islands.
Today, popularity for this largest living species of tortoises has grown. Visitors come from around the globe to catch a glimpse of these tranquil creatures. With more than 180,000 visitors each year, tourism business is booming.
El modelo lo que busca es un equilibrio, guardar un equilibrio entre lo social, lo ambiental y lo económico.
Souvenir shops line the streets with different variations of the dome-shaped creature. And locals are noticing that these souvenirs are big hits for tourists.
Las personas que vienen a consumir el souvenir son principalmente las personas de Europa y de Norteamérica, vienen principalmente y les gustan los trabajos manuales de las personas, los objetos o camisetas.
But a lucrative tourism enterprise is also leading to the destruction of the natural beauty of the islands. The destruction to the giant tortoise species.
I never agree the fast tourist or the fast tourism in Galapagos. I never like it. One of the big sad facts here in Galapagos was the presence of people. The extinction now is because people did something. Maybe they know or they didn't know, but that's the case.
Before human arrival, about 250,000 tortoises were in existence. That number is now closer to 1,500. Local organizations like the National Park Service are now trying to combine the worlds of tourism and conservation to save the species. Breeding centers were built around the islands 50 years ago. Here, tortoises are raised from eggs while visitors can tour the grounds.
I think you get to learn everything from when they were born, why they're here, what they're trying to do here in terms of protect the species and develop it and reintroduce the species back into the environment. And just make sure it's here for everybody to see and to understand why they're here and what they're doing, really.
But there is a fine line between education for the visitors and overexposure for the animals. Park rangers are hoping that through these up-close and personal encounters, people will be educated about the species and want to help conserve.
We have another concept. We are not focus this activity like tourists or with tourists, no. The idea is to feel some close-up with friends. The idea is to keep all the group happy, very well informed, and the best thing, to know what you really are doing in this place. The idea is to conserve.
We try to conserve the species, yes, to don't leave from here, stay here, because to everybody that live here in Galapagos, the principal business is the environment. If we don't have a careful of the environment, the tourism is finished here in Galapagos.
Educating visitors is key to help the fragile state of the tortoises, and on a larger scale, the fragile state of the global ecosystem.
Galapagos is not a separate place only in our world. It's not like the moon, no. We are inside of the same biosphere, in the same sphere, and something that maybe happened to you easily will be affecting to us, because Galapagos doesn't represent something exclusive of the Ecuadorians. Galapagos belongs to the world.
Although it is estimated to take 100 years for the tortoise species to recover, the breeds will live out Darwin's theory as they always have, by adapting to their surroundings to survive.
Every time when I have the chance to look on some land tortoises, for me that represent an incredible way of life, adapting in this paradise. No? They really are considered perfect engineers in this ecosystem. I think also this is the most representative animal of the islands, and as every animal they need our attention.